The first thing we need is motivation. You need to find someone that you truly hate. Someone that brings you joy through their suffering. You know what is lacking in this joy? You. You need to become the source of their pain. This is your motivation. And then you wait. You wait for them to let their guard down. There will be a day in which they will make the stupid mistake of opening a door for you. What's up, weeping gamers? We're about to make a game jam! That is your moment to shine. That is when you attack. And this is how we are going to do it. A 3-dimensional jumping with Sakura's parry mechanics, millennium levels of boss fights, and permadeath. You're talentless. What? Talentless. You have no talent. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We'll make Dino run then. Let's start by making our little monkey able to jump. There, done. Now let's write the stage generating magical script. If you have a smoothie tiny little brain, you may not have noticed that each time you start a new game, the level changes. We can do something similar by dividing the stage in different parts and randomly piecing them together at runtime. And then we move all the stage we generate to the left. No, the monkey does not run. It never did. Which can make you question what else in subjective reality could also be a malfunction of the human senses, but don't let it get to you. We then add tasty bananas and terrible enemies. You get a banana, you get a monkey. You hit an enemy, your monkey dies. And we're done. Really simple, right? An entire day is gone. Now we need to make the game speed up as we get more monkeys, which is really easy. It will only take a changing this line here, and then we can move on to developing more game mechanics. Half the day is gone. Listen, I know it looks simple, and I look dumb for taking half a day on this, but if I add too much speed to it, it moves faster than it generates itself. If I add too little speed, it removes itself faster than it gets to the player. You would think that finding a balance would be just a matter of testing and adjusting the speed, and then when you realize you've wasted several hours trying different configurations when you could have just... At least the rest of the day was productive. I've added a combo, a multiplayer mechanic, and a little boss that you'll get to know just in a little bit. So, the next steps are add the boss, sprites, music, sound effects, throwable bananas, special enemies, even more special enemies, dash attack, bed take item, and more plush arms. And here's how we are going to do all of this in a single day. We'll start with this 5 and then give up on the rest. I didn't plan what I was going to do, I just did it, hoping that I would be able to finish everything, and I couldn't. I still had the morning of the cutoff date, which I could only use to balance the game and test it. But it turned out great. I've added a boss, which, as someone said in the comments, if you know, you know. The music, which was made by my cousin, and the sprites, which were made by my wife. So yeah, I did a few mistakes, but for my first game jam, and really my first game that I ever finished, I could not be happier with the outcome. I mean, I could, since the results of the game jam are not out yet. But regardless, I'm already happy. I did not think I was able to do a game in such a short deadline. And it is an enjoyable game. I got some really nice comments on it, and I could tell that everyone who tested it got into it. Some in a more heated way than others, but they all got into it. If you want to try it yourself, I will link it in the description. It's free and it runs on your browser. You cannot rate it for the game jam anymore, but I would appreciate it if you left a nice comment in there. And it better be nice. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video once the results are out, if it makes to the top 20. Otherwise, I'll probably just cry in the dark room. So subscribe, and thank you for watching.